Hi everyone, so if you're planning to migrate here in Germany, I would like to share with you some tips for you to be able to be prepared for yourself. So if you're moving to a new country, guys, it's not just about preparation of your documents, your personal belongings, but you also have to be prepared emotionally. So number one, guys, you must have a clear goal. You must be fixed on your purpose. For example, why are you going to Germany? What is your goal? What do you want to achieve in the next first 3 years or 5 years? Are you studying? Are you building a career? Because if you have a clear goal, this will help you to keep you focused, help you to survive those hard days. It's not easy here, guys, especially during winter, because during winter is actually a bit really depressive because the day is very short, and it's, for example, at this moment it's very cold because we have a lot of snow compared to another years. So if you all have a clear goal, what do you want to do, why are you going to that country, this will guide your decisions. This will help you to survive during those difficult times. So emotional readiness, I think this is very important. You must be emotionally prepared. For example, if you are a first time traveler, you must be prepared that it could be that you will feel sometimes lonely, you have homesick, you have a culture shocks. There is a language barrier in Germany, guys. There is a German language, so if you don't speak German, it's very difficult to integrate. So you must be prepared that you're starting from zero. You come to that country, you're starting to from zero, from scratch. You're trying to adapt a new culture, you are trying to adapt a new language, so you must be really prepared. So what you need to bring for yourself: patience for yourself, courage to try and fail, strength to be alone sometimes. So if you're alone, go back to your goal. Go back to think, what is your goal? Why I am here? So what I want to achieve here? So try to encourage yourself and try to push through, because the adjustment, guys, it's very difficult from the beginning, but once you are there, once you survive the pace of being uh, lonely, once you survive the pace of being sad, or sometimes there's a moment that I think you cry. I did cry here sometimes, even though that I've been already away from home for quite some times. I went to Taiwan, I went to Singapore for almost a decade, but there's also a time here that I feel very lonely. So I think that is normal. So it's better for you really to be prepared in this kind of instances if you're coming to a new country. So openness to grow. So you have to be also, Germans are very straightforward, guys. You must be aware that they might correct you, even though stranger that you encounter in the bus stop. They will say something about you. For example, I went last Sunday, I went to so-called flea market, or the flea market. So there is a guy, there's an old man. He told me that I was not completely dressed properly because I don't have mutze, I don't have a gloves. So it's like, it's very weird sometimes to think as an Asian, if people corrected you, a stranger corrected you all of the sudden. But it was not happened to me for the very first time. It's happened to me many times already. So you must be also prepared that this is something like that, and they mean it in a nice way. So Germans are very straightforward. They will say whatever they feel. So they will not say something sweet to sugarcoat you to make you feel better. What they say, what they feel, they will tell you. So that's how I notice for the Germans. So number three, guys, is mental strength and resilience. So Germany is a safe and structured, but also very role-based. So sometimes we will encounter people are cold, they are not smiling, but this is kind of a part of their culture. They can be fierce, and Germans actually known to be strict. So it's not always easy for the foreigners actually for the first time. So you need to be disciplined, motivation, emotionally matured. So if someone tell you a bit, I mean, I noticed before that I spoke to a German and I feel like, wow, he's so good, you know. But if you are not used to it, you will really feel like, what, why he's talking like that, But the thing is, that is just a culture differences. So you must be emotionally matured. So don't take it like very personal, you know, you take it as a learning for you. So I actually my husband told me that if you cannot if you don't want criticism, if you cannot take criticism in Germany, you cannot even go to work, because people will criticize you if you really made mistake. They will really tell straight to your face. You must be ready for that. So the ability to handle stress without giving up. So once you start working in Germany, for those of you who doesn't know this, they only have 30 minutes off, 30 minutes break time here during 30 minutes break time if you're working for a full time. So you have to work like 8 hours a day and you only have 30 minutes break. So everything must be fast. You must really work is work for them. So you must have an ability to handle stress without giving up. So number 4, guys, this is willingness to learn and adapt. So if you come to Germany, if you are planning to come here, you must be also aware that you really need a lot of things to learn. Like you're starting from zero, like I mentioned. So you need to be ready to learn German every day. So you really have a desire, perseverance to learn the language, accept the different social norms. So if we have so many Marites in the Philippines, for example, people are talking in the street, if you're passing by, that is different in Germany. You can only the minimum thing that you can get from people around you pass by, hello, moin. Here in Hamburg we call it moin, or hello. That's all. So there is no other talks. If they have a small talk, we talk about weather. So that's how the German culture here. So respect the rules and systems. You know, they have, for example, recycle here. You cannot just simply throw your bin anytime you want or wherever you want to put it. There is a recycle, for example, you need to follow that one. So as help, we need it, you know. I mean, many Germans, of course, from the first time they will not speak to you in English, but if you try to speak to them in English, there are a lot of Germans who can also speak English. So you try to ask, you ask people for help. There is no harm on asking. So anyway, so in a short, guys, you don't just migrate with your suitcase, you also migrate with your mind, heart, and purpose. So there is also another one thing that I'm going to add on in this video, guys. If you're coming to Germany, so once you arrive here, you also have to actually prepare to do some certain things. For example, to register your place, to open a bank account, or health insurance. I mean, that is very important things in Germany, the health insurance. So you must have the health insurance if you arrive here. So the first thing that you need to do is to register it. So where to register your so-called, you need to have the so-called Meldebishinigung. So where to get that one, you need to register it to the city hall or Rathaus, wherever you are living in Germany. So every city in Germany, they have so-called Rathaus. So you must go there to register your place where you are living in Germany. And of course, then from if you have a Meldebishinigung, you can already get, for example, your bank account. You can open a bank account already, and then and the rest will follow. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and I hope you learned something from it today. And just to give you a quick summary of the story before I end this, I'm sharing this to you because my brother, I invited him in Germany through Schengen visa. I sponsored everything, I pay everything for him. However, after 1 month, he went back to the Philippines because he was not ready. There is also a friend of mine. She came here through language visa, and her visa is supposed to be 1 year, but she had a depression, so she was really very depressed in Germany, and she also didn't finish the 1 year, and she decided to go back to the Philippines and settle to the Philippines. So that's why I'm sharing this to you, to give you an idea what you're supposed to be ready, what you're supposed to do before you come to Germany. So anyway, thank you guys for watching, and have a nice day to all of you there.